everyone, Linda Heldman here for Canadian Beats. I have with me on the phone today from London, Ontario, Sarah Smith. Welcome, Sarah.
Hey. Thanks for chatting with me today.
It was great to see you at the Levine Tavern on Friday night. Just a great show.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. We've been playing Levine Tavern for a few years now, and every time we go, it seems to be more busy and more people there rocking out with us, singing the songs. And, Guy and Judy, the owners, they're amazing people. So I'm so happy that we got to be back there and rock that little tavern again.
It's a great little spot, one of Northern Ontario's hidden gems, I would call it. And I've seen you perform there many, many times. It's like any time I see that you're going to be there, it's like, okay, am I home? Can I go?
I know.
And there's the regulars that come and see you.
Oh yeah.
It's
we
great.
Built it up. We built some good friendships up there over the years.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it was a bit of a challenge because we had a lot of smoke in the air from the fires that are in the surrounding area, but still had a great turnout.
Yeah, I was surprised actually. Nobody was wearing like smoke masks. I'm surprised people were still alive when we were done. That was pretty smoky.
It was a really good night though. You are one of the hardest working women I know in the music industry. You are always performing somewhere. To look at your tour schedule, it's just like date after date after date. Truly amazing. How many shows do you end up doing in a year, approximately?
I do, it depends what you would call a show. Like a full-on public show, I probably do about 200 of those a year. But I also have lots of private parties and studio sessions and all that kind of stuff. It equals almost to those 300 nights a year.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes I have double shows in a day or triple shows, and it's just a real blessing how many shows I get to play in my life. This year I've kind of tried to slow down a little bit and be a little bit more choosy in what I play, and it just still keeps on being busy though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you perform with the full band, and then I don't know if you've done them for a while, but the Visions and Voices tour?
Well, yeah, we still perform with Visions and Voices, but what's happened with those shows is that we play those shows now under Tanya Thomas's name. She's a medium from London, Ontario, and we all talked about the fact that we think that Tanya should just promote her name as her business, and we're just a part of her live events. Mm-hmm. So instead of Visions and Voices now, you can find those events under Tanya Thomas, the medium. Oh, and okay. You'll see live events, and you'll see the full event, and that's featuring Kevin and I, our musical duo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I always enjoy going to those as well, and just the whole experience.
To me, they're really magical events. Like I feel like people's lives are being changed there, and I never got into music. Number one, I never got into music to make money. I have no idea how that even happens, but it's happening. And I never got into music for the fame of it or anything like that. I really got into music because I wanted to relate to other people and connect to other people and to hopefully, help other people, hopefully. Mm-hmm. And these shows with Tanya, I see them changing people's lives. Tanya's gift is incredible, and we're just a part of those shows. It's such a gift.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're fantastic, and she is such a great lady as well.
Oh, yeah.
Just great. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Now, how long have you been a musician?
I've been a musician, I was in the military. I went to Royal Military College when I was 19 or 20 years old. And after my first year of university, I had to make a decision to either continue on with my career in the military or to not. After the first year, they kind of give you a buyout option that if you quit, you don't have to pay back any of your tuitions or anything like that. But after the first year, if you quit sometime before your service is over, then you have to pay back your university tuitions.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided at that point that the military wasn't for me, and songwriting was. So I quit the military, and I got some sort of part-time jobs, and I started music at that point, what I would consider full-time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I was about 20, and that's about 20 years ago.
Wow. Good
yeah,
for you.
I was in a couple of bands, and did lots of tours with my bands, and I've been doing my solo project, Sarah Smith, since 2012.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I first met you, it was 2007 at Sudbury Summerfest, and you were part of the band The Joys.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loved you. The response, and you know how much of a response you got because you were welcomed back to Sudbury Summerfest year after year after year. And it's that whole, you could see that fan following building even back in those days.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, some of our fans that we have to this day are still from those days with the Joys.
Mm-hmm.
The Joys created a family around us, and when the Joys broke up, I think they had no choice but to then become my family member.
Exactly.
Like you, right?
Oh, you can't get rid of me, Sarah.
Good.
I love your songwriting. You write so much from the heart and through experiences that you have had in your life. Can you expand on any of that for me?
I've always used my songwriting kind of as a journal. Songwriting comes to me in a moment of silence when I'm finally able to have silence in my life. It's like, boom, I have to sit down and write a song. And I sit down and I write a song. I write everything at the same time, the lyrics, the melody, the guitar part. I usually work about 20 to 30 minutes on a song, and the song is pretty much done. And when I listen back to it and I start to edit the lyrics and stuff later, I realize what the song was about. And it's usually a message to myself from a higher self that's helping me on my journey, pointing me in the right direction, helping me get out of a rut, or helping me celebrate, something wonderful that's happened in my life.
Awesome. I love it. The current album, the current studio album is called 11, and that was released in 2016. Before that, we had The Journey and Stronger Now. All fantastic albums that I listen to over and over and over again. I'm surprised my CDs aren't worn out.
Mm-hmm.
But the one song that really seems to touch me the most, and of course I requested on Friday night, which you did an interesting variation of it, is Into the Light.
Oh, nice.
For me, that song really seems to touch me, and just... Your other songs are amazing, but that's the one that really stands out for me.
Nice.
Cool. So, yeah.
Yeah. Into the Light came from a co-writing session. Me and Derry Grant from Honeymoon Suite, the guitar player of Honeymoon Suite, and the main songwriter. I had an opportunity to sit down and actually write a song with him. It was one of the pinnacle points in my career, and I am so happy with the song we wrote. And we also did a music video shot in California with Stacy Polis, a wonderful director from California, and that music video has won some awards.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's also a behind-the-scenes making of the music video, and it's a short documentary made only from selfie camera, and it's winning awards now too.
Mm-hmm.
So that song's opened up a lot for me.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to be sure to post that link to her page, because it's a great music video, but the making of is also just incredible to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, great. Now, you have a new single that is actually going to be released to radio coming up. It's called Trust the Ride. Do you have a release date for that?
It's actually been released.
Oh, it has.
It's hitting the Canadian airwaves for the last couple of weeks. We've had some ads on the radio already, and we're getting the steam rolling. So if you hear my name anywhere, the song you're probably going to be hearing is called Trust the Ride.
Now, you've spent a lot of time over in Europe and specifically Germany. How did
Yeah.
that come to be?
You know something, it's all due to, like, really, it's due to you guys, the people that listen to my music, because that Into the Light video was being shared all over Facebook, and my friend said, you know, Sarah, there's been a producer in Germany that saw your video and asking me about you. And this friend of mine lives in Germany as well, and he's a working musician out there. And so he actually, you know, contacted this producer. The producer contacted me. We went into a business as a trio, the three of us, my friend from Germany, the producer from Germany, and myself. And we decided to work on an album together. That's how it all started.
Wow.
So after the album was done, then I toured the album and learned a bit about the country and started playing more in Europe. And that's how it all happened. And so it's because you guys were sharing my stuff. That's why.
And you have a fan following over there just as big, if not bigger, than in Canada.
It's a wonderful group of people I've created around me in Europe. They're awesome. They're awesome. They travel so far to come see the shows. And, you know, if you're really interested in finding out what it was like to be a band on the road, my drummer wrote a book called November. And it was the entire month, 30 nights in Europe. We played 30 different towns.
Awesome.
And you can read all about it in our book, November. You can find that on my website, actually.
Under the store tab. And
right.
Your drummer is John Huff, who is an amazing drummer.
Yeah.
He's so good. So good.
Yeah.
And
so John and Denny, the two people that you saw, John the drummer and Denny the guitar player, they're both my road musicians. Ken, the Zen, the bass player, he's with me for all road shows and local shows.
Yes.
And then I also have a band that I use locally, and they're also my recording band, and that's Guy Miskelly on the guitar and Bobby Reynolds on the drums, as well as Adam Plant on the keyboards. So, there you go.
Awesome. Well, we know Ken from the days of the Joys, so you guys have played together for many, many decades at this point.
Yes. Ken and I have been together a long time.
Yeah. Great.
He still puts up with my stuff, so I'm a lucky girl.
Well, I have to say, and I was speaking with a couple of the people there, and I always say you have the best smile in Canadian music. Your face just lights up when you sing, and that smile is just incredible. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's partly a technique that I learned about singing, that you have to lift your focus in your face, and a lot of times the lift comes from smiling. So part of it is a technique for singing, and the other part of it is that it's like the love of my life, being on that stage and just rocking out, doing exactly what I love to do. So, it's natural.
Awesome. Well, we love what you do. Please keep doing it. Please keep writing those amazing songs. And
thank you.
I'm going to see if any of the radio stations up here are playing Trust the Ride, because if they are, I'm definitely going to be requesting it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for speaking with me today, Sarah. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Linda. You're awesome.
We've been speaking with Sarah Smith, a wonderful artist from London, Ontario. If you have not heard of her, please, we will put up her web page and places you can connect with her. And if you get to see a show, please go see her. She is absolutely phenomenal. Love her. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. And I am Linda Heldman for Canadian Beats.